Let me show you how I made this cake topper step by step. I'm going to be using Canva and Cricut, but first I go to Pinterest to find some inspiration for my cake topper. As soon as my creative juices are flowing, I go back into Canva and I'm ready to begin. I'm going to start by going to the Elements tab and the Graphics section, and then I'm just going to type in mermaid and see what cute little designs they have. As far as licensed characters, Canva is obviously not going to have any of those, but I do want to add them to my cake topper, so I'm going to find the images that I want to use and save them to my iPad, just like that. Very easy, just click and save. Now over on Canva, I'm going to go to upload and that purple button, upload from library, and then pick the images that I just downloaded from Google. Some of the images might have a background to it, so to remove that, click on your image and go to edit image and BG remover, background remover. Look at how easy that was, but heads up, you do need a pro account if you want to use that feature. This was the design I ended up creating. Now all I had to do next was pick a font for the name, which is the hardest part. There's so many. So with Canva, this is as far as I'll go. But before I save my image, I'm going to separate each element that I used. Okay, so now I'm heading over to Cricut Design Space where the rest of the magic happens. First, I'm going to start by separating each of those characters, each of those elements with a shape. I'm just slicing so that they're all separate. And that's just because I didn't want to save each element in an individual page, but you can totally do that. So now we want to add a little bit of dimension to each of the images, and to do that, we're going to add a couple offsets. For the shell in the back, I'm actually going to do 2 offsets. So after I did the first one, I just did another offset on that one. And if it doesn't make sense now, I promise it will at the end. And make sure to change the color of the offsets just to keep myself organized. And just to give you a little visual, this is what you want your layers to look like. One offset to be larger than the other. So for the name, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to add an offset to my lettering and then add another offset to that one. This is what the shell and the name look like together. So for the characters, what I'm doing is duplicating that image, and then I'm just going to add 1 offset to that. I changed the color of the offset just to keep myself organized, but it doesn't matter what color you pick, it matters what paper you put into your machine. Anyway, that's what that character looks like. And then I just repeat that with the other 2. And here